Am I the asshole for not letting my dead friend's parents see their grandson? I, 31 female, was best friends with Alexis, deceased 3 months ago. 31 female, we had been friends since we were 9/10. Alexis was a single mum of 2, a daughter who was born deaf and is now 11 and a son who is 6. Alexis never had anything nice to say about her parents. She was kicked out of home at 16 and ended up living with my family because, as her dad said to mine, she's old enough to sort her own shit out, and that she was a waste of space. She ended up going no contact with her parents after that. About 4 years ago her parents reached out to rekindle a relationship and she agreed to let them meet her and her kids. The rekindled relationship only lasted for a month because her parents were rude towards her daughter, calling her an R-slur and saying she would have been better off born dead. They also showed clear favoritism towards her son and would buy him expensive gifts and ignore her daughter. Alexis got sick of their behavior, gave them 3 warnings and then went no contact again. About 2 years ago Alexis was diagnosed with an advanced stage of ovarian cancer. She had an immediate hysterectomy and started chemo, but it had already spread to several other organs and her spine. We sat down and I agreed to take her kids after she passed. They get along great with my daughter 7, and my stepson 11, who had learnt ASL so he could talk to Alexis's daughter. In her will she explicitly stated that she didn't want her parents to have anything to do with her kids. So now Alexis has passed and both kids moved in with my family. Since the funeral Alexis's parents have repeatedly reached out and asked to see their grandson. I have repeatedly refused. They are proceeding to slander me all over SM and have been hassling my husband and the kids' schools. My husband agrees I am doing the right thing, but some of the other parents are divided and say that I'm being cruel keeping them from their last memory of their daughter. Am I the asshole for continuing to say no? Not the asshole, why would you be? Get legal advice about their harassment, especially with them and the school. Make sure the school knows they're to have no contact with those children. Edit. Legal. Not the asshole. I noticed they only want access to the grandson, not the granddaughter. They're still the same toxic people. Not the asshole. You're literally following her will. File harassment charges. Edited to say, thanks for the awards y'all. Not the asshole. Talk to the attorney that handled your appointment as guardian about what your rights are and how you can restrain them from harassing you. Not the asshole. In her will she explicitly stated that she didn't want her parents to have anything to do with her kids. I mean, there's your answer right there. Not the asshole, never the asshole for protecting children against abuse. Anyone believing their lies isn't someone who knows what they are really like. Pay them no mind, hard as it is. If you have to defend yourself, keep saying, this is what their mother wanted. Best wishes to you all. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your friend's boundaries regarding her family should still be honored, even beyond the grave. You are being an amazing friend. It's really disgusting of her parents to drag your husband, the schools, and the kids into this mess. Not the asshole. Please do not listen to those idiot parents. Giving those monsters any access at all to your new son would cause actual harm to both kids, at a very vulnerable time. You also do not want to set any sort of precedent that they can harass you into visitation. Please do all you can to safeguard their emotional well-being. You are a good mom. Trust your instincts and those of your friend. Not the asshole. It's explicitly written in her will that she doesn't want her parents to around her kids. They are toxic and especially disrespectful to her daughter. So not the asshole. Some of the other parents are divided and say that I'm being cruel keeping them from their last memory of their daughter. Your friend's last memories of her parents are kicking her out, calling her daughter the slur and wishing she were dead instead, blatant favoritism to one grandchild, having to cut them out of her life a second time because they're so shit. And that's just what you've told us. I don't doubt there's more. If keeping them away is cruel, which to be clear it's not, then so be it, as long as you honor your friend's memories and keep her children, now your family safe. Either way, you don't owe the other parents a reason. Besides, if anything, they're the assholes for advocating the shit grandparents getting access to the kids. Not the asshole. Your friend explicitly stated in her will that she did not want her parents to have contact with her children, and you're honoring her wishes. Enough said. My sincerest condolences for your and her children's loss. I'd go nuclear personally. Respond on social media. You have 2 grandchildren but only want to see one because the other is deaf. Last time you saw her you called her, read, and said it would have been better if she had been stillborn. Your daughter wanted no part of your toxic presence in her children's lives, and I will fight to my dying breath to honor that wish." Quote. Not the asshole for oh so many reasons. Firstly, you are honoring your friend's wishes. Her parents have shown again and again that they are not to be trusted. Secondly, even now they are only asking for contact with the grandson. They don't care how this will affect their granddaughter at all. They are incredibly selfish and need to be kept far away from both kids. Thank you for being such a fantastic friend. Not the asshole. In her will she explicitly stated that she didn't want her parents to have anything to do with her kids. There's your answer right there. Keeping them from their last memory of their daughter. Especially if the best reason anyone can come up is not that it would somehow have a positive impact on Alexis's kids' lives but something you owe them. Not the asshole. Those people are terrible and you are honoring your friend's wishes by protecting those kids from them. Absolutely not the asshole. You're respecting her last wishes, and taking great care of those kids. As a child who had hearing problems, please keep both kids away from the grandparents. They will do so much damage to her self-esteem and their sibling relationship if the grandparents keep treating them like this. What happened to the dad, I wonder? Also, you're a great friend, sister. Not the asshole. Alexis's parents have repeatedly reached out and asked to see their grandson. I just really want to highlight this part. Remind anyone who hassles you that when these grandparents cry about missing their grandson, they also wish their granddaughter would have been better off born dead. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. If it had anything to do with their last memory of their daughter, they would want to see both kids, not just the grandson. Same old assholes. Children are not a memory of their parents. They are their own people. And the grand treatment of the daughter shows they don't really care about the kids as either anyway. So not the asshole. But see about making it official adoption if it's not yet. Because they could possibly sue for contact with grandparents' rights, maybe. No mention of seeing their granddaughter though. Not the asshole. In no way, shape or form are you the asshole. I'm sorry for your loss. She didn't want her parents seeing the kids for a good reason. They are ableist who only want to see one of their grandkids. And slandering you on Facebook only reinforced the fact that they are not good people to have around your kids. Not the asshole. The big thing that stood out to me is your stepson is learning ASL so he can communicate with his new sister. You are raising a sweet family and you do not need the negativity of the people trying to see your new son. Not the asshole. You are honoring your friend's wishes, and her parents sound very toxic. Very sorry for the loss of your friend, and you are doing a great thing for her and her children by taking care of them. Not the asshole. First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. The grandparents seem to be sexist, greedy, and narcissistic. They either think that what they're doing is right or don't care that it's wrong. If you let them see the kids, it's gonna be the same dynamic that your friend and her brother had. Notice how they only asked to see the grandson. Not the asshole. The parents don't appear to have changed and are probably angling to take the daughter from you. Not the asshole, and you are amazing. I'm so sorry for your loss. Asked to see their grandson. Only their grandson, not their granddaughter, who they called a R-word and better born dead. And now they are slandering you for keeping to the will of your deceased friend, their own daughter, who they kicked out as a minor and wanted nothing to do with until there were grandchildren to see and probably show off. They have not changed. They are still horrible, loveless people. Don't even give them a chance. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You are respecting their mum's wishes, and they seem to not have changed or shown remorse by again seeking the grandson only. You do what's best for the kids and what their mum would have done. NTA, it was your friend's dying wish. They had their chance to be grandparents. Can we just collectively focus on them asking only for their grandson? That should tell you all you need to know. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Them slandering you only reinforces Alexis's reasoning behind her dying wish. You're a good friend and both you and your husband are great parents. Love your kids. Not the asshole, they want to see their grandson? What about their granddaughter? Put that up on social media and your restraining order paperwork. It's an easy explanation. No. They are only interested in one child, the one without a disability. You are also heeding their mother's request. Not the asshole. She left in her will that they have no contact with the kids, and she trusted you to protect her babies from them when she knew she would no longer be there to do it herself. You're honoring her wishes and her faith in you. I'm so sorry for the loss of your friend and for the kids losing their mom. Keep at it, you're doing great. Get legal advice and stop listening to anyone who makes you doubt yourself. My condolences about your friend. ESP for such young kids. You're doing a noble thing and respecting her wishes, and you should absolutely continue to do so. About social media, they're making themselves look bad, airing out their dirty laundry in the process. So don't worry, some Trump meme will take over the spotlight soon. The kids are what you need to worry about, and it sounds like you're ahead already. Not the asshole. They are your children now, and it's your job to protect them against abusers. Not the asshole. Not the asshole because you are respecting your friend's wishes. To anyone who says anything besides not the asshole, what positive outcome would come out of letting the grandparents in? Other than drama for OP and more trauma for the kiddos. Not the asshole. Get a lawyer. They're gonna choose favorites just like they did with your BFF. I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. I have no idea how any of you are feeling, but don't do it. They deserve better. Not the asshole. I would tell them that you'll allow the children to decide when they're older if they want a relationship with them or not. But as for now, you're going to respect their daughter's wishes. And see if you can get anything legal to keep them away. Keeping them from their last memory of their daughter. It's funny, there's actually 2 memories of their daughter, but they only want the normal one. Those people are horrible, and the 2 kids will benefit so much from never having the bio grandparents in their lives. Easiest not the asshole I've passed out in my life. Not the asshole, this is about the children's welfare, not about them. Not the asshole. None of your children need to be around those sort of people. Bet when he gets older they'll try to harass him about that, carry on the family name, nonsense that most old people only interested in the boys of the family do. Better for all involved that you keep them away from that toxic pair. Absolutely not the asshole. Good on you. You sound like an absolutely wonderful person, Hart. Not the asshole. You are standing in for Alexis and protecting the children as she would have. Keep records of the actions taken by her parents and stick to your plan. Make sure they are not allowed to take them out of school. Explicitly state this in writing to the school in case some soft-hearted idiot is conned by these people. Not the asshole. If they get access, they will eventually try and get custody. Likely pour hate onto the child. They are horrible. They have no business being grandparents, as they also had no business being parents. These children have been through enough. Time to get the law involved, police, lawyers, action. Also, I have to say you are an excellent human being. And your family too for taking the children, and learning to sign. Sounds like these kids will be loved and nurtured. Not the asshole. You are following their mum's last wishes and they only want contact with the grandson. Absolutely disgusting. Anyone's giving the grandparents' opinion the time of day. Alexis did the right thing by her kids, keeping them away from her parents. You will uphold her parenting standards. Your family are amazing. Learning ASL Macatone sign is a beautiful thing to do to help a child feel heard and loved. Ignore anyone who won't protect these amazing children. Not the asshole. Edit for brevity. Not the asshole. You're doing everything their own mom specified in her will. You took in her children when she trusted you on her deathbed. She has every reason to protect her children from her own experiences with these people. You would be the asshole if you didn't protect them. She trusted you to do the right thing with her children.